So, we are discussing the 13th chapter, Ksetra-Ksetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. 6 questions. 4th question, what is Gneya? Okay. 3rd and 4th questions, what is Gnana, what is Gneya? Gnana means knowledge. Gneya means that which is to be known. What is the difference between Gnana and Gneya? In English language, we use one word, knowledge. Often, these words can create confusion. Knowledge as instrument and knowledge as the goal. That is what the Lord means here. Knowledge, there are certain things which is called knowledge. There is certain thing, using that instrument, we come to know something else. For example, if someone wants to be a doctor, simply, as a small child, he cannot enter into a medical college. He must have what is called a right type of preparation for entering into medical college. Suppose somebody wants to become an IT engineer. That is a totally different type of preparation. Somebody wants to be a dairy manager, a different preparation. So for each type of goal, a certain type of preparation is needed. Gnana. What is the meaning of Gnana here? Instrument. Preparation. That preparation which will lead me to the goal. So Gneya means that which is, what is the purpose of this instrument? You have a car. Car is an instrument. What is the purpose of a car? To take you from point A to point B. Suppose you have a phone. What is the purpose? To talk. So here knowledge has been defined as a preparation of the mind so that will lead to some goal. Now, all our life we are only acquiring knowledge. That means what? That is not really the goal. That is only an instrument. You go to school or college, you acquire one type of knowledge. That's not knowledge. That is an instrument. Then you get married, then you get some experience, another type of knowledge. That is not the goal. Then you retire and you start thinking, attending Gita classes, meditation, going to ashramas, reading scriptures, doing satsanga. You acquire another type of knowledge. That is not the goal. That is only an instrument. For example, you read Gospel of Ramakrishna. You get certainly knowledge, but that's not the knowledge. That is instrument, preparing yourself for something else. Reading Gospel is not the goal. Reading Gospel is the preparation, so that Gospel will tell you that what is to be known. And it also tells you what you should do in order to reach that goal. It gives you both these things. What is the real goal and what also you should do in order to reach that goal. In that sense, here Gita is a scripture. So Gita, what does Gita do? It gives us these two knowledges. What is that? How to prepare the instrument so that we can reach a particular goal. According to Hindu scriptures, there is only one goal. Not many goals, only one goal. What is that goal? Moksha. That is why I am putting it in a simple language, but actually the technical name is Purushartha. According to Hinduism, there are 4 Purusharthas, supreme values. What are those values? Dharma, Artha, Kama. Values are of 2 kinds, instrumental and intrinsic. Instrumental values means that value which is an instrument An instrument is always meant for something else. A car is not for the sake of the car. It is for the sake of a human being who wants transportation. A telephone is an instrument. It is not for the sake of telephone. It is meant for extending information, exchanging information. For whose sake? A telephone doesn't talk by itself. It is always used by some other being, a conscious being. So an instrument is always meant for something else, by somebody else. That is why it is called Artha means value, Purushartha means value to be used by a Purusha, a conscious being. So, 4 Purusharthas we said. The last, which is moksha, dharma, artha and kama, they are only instruments. An instrument must lead to something else. That which is in itself a value is called intrinsic value. Instrumental and intrinsic. Moksha is the only intrinsic value. How this is a value, I will give you a small explanation. You are hungry. And then desire comes. If you are hungry, hunger means hunger is a desire. But before you are hungry, there was no desire. But after hunger comes, you have a desire. Desire for what? For food. Then what do? You eat food. Then that desire is removed. What have you become now? Before you were hungry, you were quite alright. And when you are hungry, you are not alright. After you have finished eating food, hunger is removed. Have you achieved anything new? You have only gone back to the state in which you were before this desire troubled you, is it not? So this is what Vedanta is telling. In yourself, you are pure, you are perfect, you are infinite, you are divine. But somehow we, because of ignorance, then we thought we were not pure, we were not perfect, we are imperfect, we don't have so many things, so we desire so many things. And all those desirable things can be classified into 2. Only 2. What is that? Bodily needs. When we are identified with the body, when we think we are the body, our desires will be confined to what? Only body. When we are identified with the mind, our desires will be confined to what? To the mind. So body and mind are 2 instruments. According to Hindu philosophy, man's personality, that means our personality, consists of how many? 3. What are they? Atma, Manas and Sharira. Deha, Mana and Atma. This is called Jiva. When we say Jivatma, that means Jiva means what? Soul, mind plus body. Jiva, Atma plus body plus mind is called Jivatma. Now, this Atma by itself is pure. Each soul is potentially divine. But somehow we mistake ourselves, identify ourselves with body and mind. So who am I? I am a soul, I have a body, I have a mind. As long as I am identified with my body and mind, or identified for instance with anything, even if I am identified with my cloth, you see, nobody says, are you the cloth? Nobody says, I am the cloth. Right? I have a cloth, I have a shirt, I have a shirt. But these words do not make any meaning. Because if somebody tears my beautiful sari, immediately I feel as though I am torn. I give a blow. If somebody scratches my car, and you see, everybody knows. Me, I am different. but my husband is different. But if somebody touches my husband, then I will beat. Swami Bhagavanandaji, one very interesting experience, Once he was driving through North India hills up to Shillong. He was going somewhere. And then suddenly he noticed a husband was beating a wife. So he couldn't tolerate it. So the driver was a very hefty fellow. So he asked the car to be stopped. He told the driver, go and give a bit of your mind to that husband. So this driver went to that fellow husband and he took a stick and then he said, if you raise your hand, I will beat you, to the husband. Now the wife took up a broom, started beating the driver, said, who the hell are you? You see, this is between me and my husband. Who the hell are you? The driver came slinking back and he said, never ask Swami again. See, we are not saying we are identified with our house, we are identified with our car, with our dress, with our jewelry, but let anyone touch, we feel unhappy. Unhappiness comes why? Because we are indirectly we are attached. Of course, we are identified with the body, we are identified with the mind. Anyway, the point is, the whole Vedanta can be squeezed, summarized into these 4 Purusharthas. So what is it? The soul is solely concerned with moksha. Moksha means what? Just to be one's own self. But unfortunately we are identified with body and mind. So to prepare the body and mind as fit instruments, so that through them we can know that we are the self, not the body and mind, that is the goal. Dharma, artha and kama belong to what? Body and mind. So by practicing the disciplines inculcated in our scriptures, the body becomes fit instrument, the mind becomes fit instrument. When body and mind become fit instruments, then they help us to know who we really are. Just like there is a mirror. We look every day into the mirror. If the mirror is not clean, then we will not be able to have a good idea who we are. Clean the mirror. Then exactly it reflects how we look like. Now if the body and mind become very pure, very clean, then they will be instrumental in making us understand we are not the body and mind. Peculiar, isn't it? But that is the truth, psychology. So Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is one sutra which is most wonderful. What is that? He says, if you keep your body very pure, then it will disgust you. What is our idea? If you keep your body very dirty, it will disgust you. Do you understand? You keep your hands or body touch something impure, filthy. Then you feel, until you take bath, then you will not feel all right. What Patanjali is telling, that you keep it so clean that your body will disgust you. Yeah, really. Why? Because then when we keep the body half dirty, then it doesn't give that effect. But if we keep the body very clean, then whenever you look, oh, here is sputum coming out, here is sweat coming out, here is something coming out, here is hair is falling, then this very body disgusts you.